Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is SmellMyFingerGunz, aka Fingerguns, aka Alex, which is my real name. And welcome to the first episode of a sub-content series that I'll be working on intermittently. It has no real schedule, no real focus. It is called Finger Food for Thought. And the idea is it's just a little kind of vlog here and there that I do when I have the time, when I have stuff to talk about. Anything of that nature. Right now we're playing World of Warcraft. We're doing some world quests. We have 3 days worth of world quests to bang out. For my Demon Hunter character Mayday here. And so I want to start by talking about myself and the goals for the stream. This is actually the second take due to a audio visual issue with my microphone. Not to get too into detail, but I had the wrong microphone plugged in, and you couldn't really hear me that well. However, it does give me the advantage of having my thoughts a little bit better developed. So let's talk about myself as a streamer and what I'm doing currently. So I have attempted to start my stream on and off several times in the past under different handles. On Twitch, on YouTube, multiple kinds of content creation, and I always ran into some problem or another. Generally, in the past, my biggest setback was time. I didn't have the time, especially for a YouTube channel, I didn't have the time to sit down and record and get everything edited to the kind of quality that I wanted it at, and then have the, upload everything and whatnot. Which is all very time consuming. It was also very easy to get disheartened when you would put a lot of work and energy into something and then get like 1 view, 2 view, 3 views, stuff like that. As far as streaming goes, I would often just very, very quickly get discouraged by the fact that I wouldn't have any viewers at all. I would, have a lot of the typical objections where, it's very hard to be engaging when there's nobody to actually talk to. Issues like that where I just felt, well, if nobody's watching, what's the point? And I would also have issues where I felt like me, myself, as a broadcaster, as a content creator, was kind of missing the point. So, fairly recently, or let me backtrack a little bit here. So I went through about a year without streaming at all. I thought I was going to just give up on the concept entirely, but what I really wanted to do was, what I decided I should do, rather, was before I kind of just jumped back into it, I wanted to take a little bit of time to really identify what it was that I wanted out of the stream. What did I want to accomplish? What sort of games did I want to play? What kind of broadcaster did I want to be? What sort of channel did I want? These are questions that I don't think a lot of people really begin to answer until after they're streaming and after they're becoming successful. And keep in mind, this was after multiple failures, so I guess I'm no different. But I felt like really identifying myself as a streamer and what I was trying to accomplish would be would be of general importance. And it took me a while to really answer those questions. I had to think about what were the games that I found fun typically. What were the experiences that I enjoyed when I was viewing streams, stuff like that. What would I be able to do that would kind of set me apart from others that I liked? These have all been questions and issues that I've really had to deal with. Not all of them have been answered in their entirety. I feel like I could be doing more to set myself apart from other streamers, for instance, but what that specifically is will take time to really identify itself and really grow. So with that being said, my main focus with the stream, let's talk about that next. My main focus with the stream really is being able to stream full-time successfully. My goal here is not to do this as a hobby. My goal is not to do this as something fun on the side, but I want the capacity to be able to do this every day, full-time, year-round, for years to come. And that's challenging. That is challenging because you have to think about the way that you really have to be willing to live a sort of public lifestyle. To some degree, there's not a whole lot that separates broadcasters from celebrities, and in a lot of ways, there's a lot of similarities between the two lifestyles. So the first thing, that's going to sound terrible. I hit my mic with my cup. I apologize. I don't plan on editing this to any degree. Basically, I'm going to be taking the MP4 and uploading it directly to YouTube once I'm done here. So I apologize if it seems unprofessional to you, but that's really the exact specific angle that I'm going for, which I'll cover a little bit more in a moment. I'll talk about that, why I'm doing it that way. Because my point about kind of living like a celebrity in a lot of ways leads into it very naturally. So it's very, very hard sometimes to separate an online persona or a persona in general from the person. Celebrities will oftentimes create an air for themselves of what they want the world to think that they are, but beyond that, they are often very, very different people. I don't want there to be, basically, I want my name to be synonymous with who I am and what I'm trying to accomplish. That is to say, I don't want to have a sort of persona. I don't want to have a fake identity of any description. Who I am is going to be who I am, both on and off the stream. That really ultimately is the goal. People are already starting to see that with the interactions that I've provided on the stream already, and that kind of gets me excited because I am holding true to that ultimate goal of being myself, both on and off camera. Which leads into my next point that I was hinting at earlier. Why is this video not going to be produced or edited? Well, because my stream isn't very produced or edited. I don't have some fancy gimmick. I don't run a false persona. I am who I am, and some people won't like that, and that's fine, and other people will prefer it, and obviously that's fine too. So the reason why I don't want a lot of this to be heavily edited is because I don't want to be heavily edited. I don't want to feel the need to feel overproduced, and I want it to feel more organic and natural. The reason why I do that is because I feel like it's more attractive as a streamer, as a broadcaster, as a content creator. I personally am more attracted to people who are genuinely themselves when they stream versus streamers who put on some sort of front or persona or create a character that they stream as. And that always tends to leave a bad taste in my mouth. I don't like gimmicks. I don't like how people who... I don't like it when I feel like people are hiding behind an illusion. It's really the ultimate goal. So that's exactly what I'm trying to avoid for myself, feeling like I'm hiding behind an illusion of some sort. Or being who I'm not. With that being said, it's very, very important to me to really convey the idea that while streaming is quite fun, and it's something that I'm doing because I love doing it, the end goal is about the money. I want to be able to afford a broadcaster lifestyle where I'm able to stream freely for 40 plus hours a week as I see fit to stream when I see fit to stream, and do that and be able to live comfortably and survive. Some people believe that that's a pipe dream, but I believe that this is something that I'm being called to do. Like the universe has been driving me and directing me in this direction for quite some time, and I'm finally sitting down and really really embracing that. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. So I try to be as upfront and as transparent about wanting to make money as possible, because that is the end goal. Some people might find that a little superficial, but at the end of the day, you know, if it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, fine, then maybe I'm not the content creator / producer for you. But ultimately, everyone who's successful at streaming does so for the money. So it seems a little weird to me to approach this without going, being able to do this full time and making money and making a living off of it would be fantastic. I'm doing it whether I ultimately I end up successful or not. I'm still going to be doing it. But to write that off as a perk or as something inconsequential, I think is very misleading. Because I personally don't know of anybody who is streaming just for the sheer fun of it. The kind of moment-to-moment, day-by-day aspect of streaming is important. But everyone who I've ever met who has taken the time to invest the money that they need in the equipment and the software that they need to stream, never said, well, I'm doing it just because it's a fun hobby. Ultimately, when you get talking, the goal is ultimately to make money and be successful at it. And I don't think that I should be any different. And I feel like I should be very transparent in that. So the only other thing that I really feel like I need to disclose is the fact that I have hired somebody to help with self-promotion. I am not personally good at networking. I don't know the ins and outs. I hardly understand the basics. I don't know the best way to promote myself, which is why I'm paying somebody to help me do that. They're giving me advice, they're teaching me, and they are helping me out along the way by basically being my advertisement branch. The way that I look at it is every major successful corporation has a part of that corporation that is dedicated to advertising and promotion, and to me that's no different. Ultimately, what I want to build is something organic, built on a foundation of a very, very strong community. The community is the bottom line. There are going to be very few rules and regulations. My community is fairly open. I want people to feel welcome. I want people to feel included. And I want my stream, the Tea Time Lounge, to be a place that people can go to after a long day at work, a stressful day at school, to just kind of relax, unwind, have a place with a very relaxing atmosphere to hang out and talk about what they want to talk about. If that is simply discussion about games, and could be the game that we're playing, could be a game that we're not playing, it could be a game that I've never personally played. You know, if people want to talk about their video games, if somebody wants to talk about their life experiences, if somebody wants to share their story, whatever they want to come to the stream to do, that's their prerogative, and I encourage them to do it. I have no rules against backseat gaming. I have no rules against spoilers or anything of that nature for the most part, unless I specifically state otherwise. I myself, as a person, have never really cared too much about having things spoiled for me, unless I'm intentionally trying to play a game blind, which I do, but there are some games where they've been out for so long that playing it blind is just impossible. That you're going to end up with some exposure somewhere along the way. But I just want people to keep that in mind, that if you come to my stream, you don't have to expect a whole lot of rules and regulations. We're not looking to create an area that's, you know, a atmosphere that's super politically correct. We want people to be able to stretch their legs, be themselves, and feel comfortable, of course. But we're also not looking to beat down your neck with a lot of unnecessary rules. If that sounds like the type of place that you want to be, my Twitch link is going to be in the description below, and I do encourage and hope that you come by and stick around for the ride. As far as what kind of games and how often I stream, there's a plethora of games that we like to play. I personally play games that I just enjoy, whether they be getting a lot of like lag here, like frame issues, but it's fine. It's because of all the particle effects in the area and the fact that I'm recording. Ultimately, I'm playing games on stream that I want to play. RPGs, indie games, anything that I really feel like playing is fair game. We play a lot of challenging games such as Binding of Isaac. They are billions. We play some RPGs. We're going to be playing Dark Souls, and we're going to be playing Final Fantasy 15 and all, and a whole slew of other stuff coming up, especially in the near future. But that'll give you kind of an idea of what to expect when you sit down to join the stream channel. With that being, I feel like I've gotten my point across enough to the point where I'm sitting down and saying, hey, look, this is who I am, this is what I'm trying to accomplish, and my only question to you is, do you want to join me on this journey? Nothing that I can't accomplish anything without the support of viewers like you, and ultimately that is what I'm looking for. Really, I can't even, okay. I'll have to turn this in later because I need to actually open up the Suramar stuff. Yeah, none of this is possible without people who want to subjectively want to support me. That is, take time and money out of their lives to support me. That's really the bottom line. And I want to be able to feel like that we're growing and accomplishing together. My sense of accomplishment, my sense of growth should be shared by everyone participating. That's how I feel ultimately. The community is the foundation that my channel will be built on. Thank you all for watching. I hope this gives you maybe a little bit of insight into who I am, what I'm trying to accomplish. And I hope to see you come by the Tea Time Lounge. Enjoy the rest of your day. High five.